Get your coffee, get your tea. Come on, sit down with me. So for today's drink, I am drinking a it's like a tropical refresher, and I cut up some berries and put in it and some honey, and it has like floral notes to it. I don't know why, maybe it's the honey, but it's really good and it's really refreshing, and I'm enjoying this one. I think a little too much. I would 100% make it again. But let's get into it. So for today's conversation, and I wrote it on my sticky note again, we always look at the future as months or years, never as moments or minutes. We believe change is so far away when time changes every second of the day. The next minute, you are entering the future. If you go too far ahead above time, you have to remember eventually there is no future you, but the past versions of you that people you love get to look back and remember. That make me think of this. There was a point in time I was jealous of the future version of me, and the present version of me was like, how can I explain this? I made a short form content about this, but now I get to make it. And I used to be one of those people where I used to be like, I can't wait to live this certain type of life. I can't wait to do this, and I can't wait to do that. And the present me started to get jealous of the future me. And I had to stop because I never felt that feeling before, and I thought it was something interesting. So I really wanted to sit with it because I never really heard anybody talking about them being jealous of themselves. And as I sat with it, it's because I was giving the future version of me everything that I wanted in my present. And I had to ask myself, am I worthy of everything that I was saying the future me should get? Am I worthy of it now? How much work have I put in now to be able to get it now? Why do I have to wait until I'm 40, 50, 60 years old in order to experience it when I am looking at the abundance of it now? It is in front of me now. I can just reach out and grab it now. And once I understood that, I stopped allowing the future version of me to live the life that I want to live now. I put in a lot of work to be ordered to sit in the fullness of life now. And once I realized that, I allowed the future to create itself how I experience my now. I allowed myself to not be jealous of something that I knew I would get later. It's by getting it now. And the reason I put so much on the now is because we put too much pressure on the unseen, but not enough on what we can do in order to get it. And I sat with myself, I said, what did I do to get it now? I healed. I broke generation trauma. I'm in my purpose. Um, I'm a business owner, I'm a writer. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. And you gonna tell me that I should delay the satisfaction and the rewards? It's because I don't feel like I'm worthy of it now? Bullshit. And that's how I changed my mind. That's how I changed my perspective on reality. And that's why I am so present and so open to all the experiences that I was giving to future me to experience now. And it also made me look at, I'm not old. You know how some people say, oh, I'm so old. But if you're giving the future you all the things that you wanted to experience later, you will be old. So that's a perspective to shift your reality and something to really be thought about. So think about it. But now I get to make a quick conversation about it. But the future, the present version of me, I want to say this was earlier this year. I became jealous of the future version of me. And I wanted to sit with that because I never felt that before. I never seen anyone talk about it. And I didn't even think it was a thing. And I was like, if I bring it to the forefront, maybe other people have felt that way or thought that way, or maybe they can see it from a different point of view. I had to ask myself, why was I jealous of the future version of me? And the first thing I thought about was all the work that I am putting into my businesses, into my videos and my craft, but yet I felt like the labor that I was putting in that only the future version can benefit from. And I can give my future version the house, the cars, the money, the full blown dream that I was refusing to give the present version of me because I didn't want to see myself in the fullness of the manifestation when the world teaches you about delayed gratification. Prime example, when you are in your career or you're just working, they tell you, oh, you have to work 60, 70, 80 years or whatever the case may be before you can enjoy your retirement and live in your fullness and enjoy the world around you. But first, you have to work so hard in order to get the fruits of your labor because you shouldn't enjoy it now. You can only enjoy pieces of it by getting your PTO. I'm gonna show you what it feels like when you retire based upon the little amounts we give you throughout the year. Don't get used to it because this is not going to be your norm until you retire. And when you think about it that way, it's a double-edged sword because people don't want to be seen in moments of their gifts, in their crafts, in its fullness, but yet they crave the benefits from it in their present version, but yet they believe the future version needed if only they fix and correct and they wait and they do this and that, to only realize maybe that future version never exists. Maybe you grind and grind and grind and grind until you find the benefits of allowing the present version to enjoy everything that you was willing to give the future version of you, just by understanding that the future doesn't exist unless you create it. And if you go too far ahead, you won't even benefit from it because your timeline has ended. I'm going to take a sip. And so when I bring it back, I had to ask myself, what is the other side of the double-edged sword? The only time someone wants to be seen for something, hold up. When a person is working and they want a promotion, they want to be seen for all the work that they have put in order to benefit now. And if they don't get that promotion and they have to benefit from it later, they feel like not only they sacrificed their labor, but they wasn't seen for everything that they put in to that company or that work to be appreciated, to get a little something back, to compensate them for their time. That's the thing. We are afraid to be compensated for our time unless it benefits us in being seen in a moment to correct an error of, I did too much, I overextended myself, I need it now. But yet, I believe the future version of me can benefit more if I do a little bit less now. Or if I do more now, how much can I give the future version of me? It's like you're putting everything inside of a bank and looking at that bank like I can't even, my present version can't even touch it because I don't believe that I deserve it because I don't understand how I need it now or the people around me now that will benefit from it. And what if I say, not even the people that will benefit from it, it's the benefiting you. And it started making me, one thing I realized is with a lot of people that made it, because they realize they deserve it now and not later, the first thing they talk about is the regrets of everything that they did for everyone else around them because they put others as primaries of their dreams and their goals and put themselves as beneficiaries, but yet they were still looking out to the future, saying how much they can benefit from everything that they have gained, but yet they're only getting a small percentage and everyone else is getting it all. And they realize in order for them to benefit now and to invest in their future, they had to put themselves as primary and put either cut those people off or put them as beneficiaries or just let it go in general in order for them to live. That make me think about this. When a person delayed their gratification or even appreciation of themselves, who truly benefits from it? And when they realize that someone else is benefiting from the fruits of their labor, how they reject it, get angry, get mad, get upset. Prime example, if you got an apple tree outside and that apple tree got 3 apples on it, you say, I'm not going to pick those apples. Because 2-3 seasons later, that apple tree going to have 8 apples on it, but it got 3 apples on it for you now. Whether you pick it or not, those apples is going to fall from the tree, whether the ants get to it, the animals, or someone come and pick it because they see it's there. And you say a couple of seasons from now, I'm going to make an apple pie with whatever apples that I get. And somebody come knock on your door and bring you an apple pie. And you get mad. And you say, why did you do that? And it was like the apples was just sitting on the tree. And you say, but I was waiting for a couple of seasons to get more apples. Why did they do? And you get angry. The thing is, are you mad at their present? Or are you mad at your present for not finding value in the apples that grew from the tree that you planted? Because you was too busy thinking about the future apples. What if that tree never produce another apple in its apple tree life? Then what? What if someone come and destroy that tree while you're waiting for 2-3 seasons later and it's producing fruit for you now? Are you waiting on something when your labor is giving you rewards for, how would I say this? Your work is giving you rewards as you go towards your future. Are you rejecting it because you're so used to that delayed gratification based upon the world's point of view? I'm going to say this. Oh, this just came to me just now. The reason why the world structure everything on delayed gratification because you'll be waiting all your life to get everything that you dreamed of, but by the time you realize that you have worked yourself to the bone, you will never be able to stand in the fullness of it because you will be so tired, or your time has came and gone and you won't even realize it. Everyone else gets a benefit off of your hard labor and your work. The rewards are there. It's how you are accepting it, how you want to be seen for it. Because the moment you go pick those apples off of that tree, someone is going to see you. And they're going to want to come look at that same tree to see if they can get some apples too. They want to see what you left behind. God forbid that apple produce the sweetest, freshest apples. Somebody gonna take the seeds from that apple and plant a tree based off of your hard work and your labor. And what they'll do is sell the apples in order to benefit their present, to grow their future. You just gave them the blueprint of everything that you created because you don't want to be seen in your present and your now. Because you believe that years, months, decades, you deserve it then. Prime example, 5-year plan. No matter how much you plan and work towards those goals, I'm not saying it ain't gonna happen, but I'm saying how much work do you have to put in order to get it within months or a year instead of 5? If you just really put everything into your present and not into your future. Because some people be like, I got a 5-year plan, but don't start working on it until their 4th or their 5th year. But the question is, if you work on it now, you're doing little bits and pieces. It just came to me. Most people that have a 5-year plan, and you ask them, what are they doing now in order for that 5-year plan to come into fruition? Not even fruition, to bloom so they can see the benefits from it. They tell you what they want to do, but they don't tell you how they want to benefit in everything that they do. They'll tell you, I want to have some real estate, I want to have some stocks, I want to have some bonds, I want to do this, I want to do that, but where's the benefit? That is work, but where's the benefit? They'll say, I want to have the house, I want to have the cars, and God forbid you tell somebody I want happiness, I want peace, I want this, I want that. The first thing they'll tell you, you need to put labor in. Your 5-year plan cannot be peace. Your 5-year plan cannot be happiness. Your 5-year plan cannot be this, because everybody see the benefit of the work, but not the benefit of the rewards and the fruits of your labor. They don't see that. And that's crazy, because how many times have you asked somebody, what is their 5-year plan? And they told you anything outside of labor. And if they told you happiness or peace, did you judge them? Did you include it into your plan? How did you view that thought outside of delayed gratification? Because if you get those things with your 5-year plan, what comes after that? And if someone says investments and they get the money from the investments, most time they're trying to put it back into more work and labor to maintain the work and labor that they already plan to do. Where's the harvest? Where is it going? You're only giving the future version of you more work, and the present version of you to instruct the future version of you to make this plan come into your reality. But the thing is, when will you plan for your happiness? When will you plan for your peace? When will you plan to enjoy the world in its fullness without having to constantly put in work and work and work and wonder where is the rewards, where is the blessing? People work themselves to the bone and ask for the smallest blessings in the world because they don't believe that their labor is worth more. I'm going to tell you this. People will pay less for your time and pay you more for your purpose because it's something that is crafted within you that no one else can produce. Everyone has time, and everyone is willing to sell their time for the lowest of the low in order to live. But no one is willing to create within the time that they have in order to gain. That's the difference. Your purpose allows you to gain the rewards of it all. But your time allows you to maintain everything that your labor within the time of it can only produce. Work after work after work. And once you work so much, you have to calculate the amount of living. But when you see somebody working in their purpose and their dreams and their goals, not only can they pay for their living, but they can pay to enjoy their peace. And when you enjoy your peace, you are investing in your happiness, which allow your present version to expand on it all without having to sell much of your time. Think about this. If one person had a dream and I can convince 10 people to sell their time to me, there's 10 lifetimes in one moment to build one dream. How much would that make me? How much? Say, for instance, God allotted, I'm just throwing a number out there, $100,000 per person if they just working their goals and their dreams. But yet when you're working, you're doing that for one person. I said 10 people. Well, there's 10 million, that's $1 million that one person gain. And they'll pay those people $10 an hour for their time. How much did they gain? And when you think about that, the person who work on their dream value not only time is a reward. Time is a reward, and it is the blessing of all blessings that you cannot get back, but that you can live every second of it in its fullness only if you value it. And people don't see the blessing with the now of the time they have now because they dream and envision that they will only have it later. Another example, when someone passes away, the first thing they'll say, they died young, no matter how old they is. Now, if they like 90 or 100, people may like, yeah, they live a long life. But most times people like they died young. This person dreamed of doing this. This person wanted to do this and that and this and that. Did they benefit off the time that they had based upon what they was putting in it? Because time is a reward. The question is, why is time a reward granted to us all? But yet we don't find the benefit of it until we get so close to the end in order to reflect and realize the scarcity of the years and of the days and of the moments that we wasn't present because we was waiting on delayed gratification, only to sit and regret that gratification never came. Think about it. And when that gratification never comes, the next thing you will say, who benefited off of all of the time that you had? You will think about all the moments that you was meant to be present in, but yet you wasn't, and how everyone else enjoyed their time in the presence of you, and you wasn't even there mentally to be able to see it. And then when you do get to see it, it's too late to enjoy it. So the question is, why do you put so much emphasis on the future version of you receiving everything that the present version of you deserve now? I want you to think about that. Let me take another sip of my refresher. Mm, mm. It's good, y'all. And it's crazy because I recorded this video 3 times and it was not recording. My memory kept messing up. I'm like, dang, I need to get this message out. I started questioning, should I do it now? And I was like, but I'm not saying it how I want to say it. It's not coming out right. I was finna give the future version of me a task that I needed to do now because someone may need to hear it now instead of later, because they are maybe in a moment of in between phases of how can I enjoy my time, or how can I put my labor in now but still enjoy the fruits of it. And this is the prime example when you're working on your dreams and goals and people tell you to wait for your harvest, and they want you to work and work and work and work, but your body is weary, your soul is tired, and you break down and you ask God and say, when are you going to bless me now? You never ask God when you're going to bless me later, because I understand the fruits of my labor will give me a later, but I need something now to sustain me now. I'm hurting now because the harvest have not came and I'm hungry. I understand what I have put in this ground and I can't see it yet. God, show me that I am not wasting my time within everything that you are giving me, because time is a reward. But also I understand delayed gratification exists, but you got to show me something now. So I understand that the roots have taken place from the seed that I have planted. So when the harvest comes, not only will the future version of me eat, but the present version of me will have peace as I do it. That's the thing. People want you to work and believe and dream. And the moment somebody stops believing, the moment that somebody stops dreaming, it's because they want the present version of them to have so much peace that people tell you that the future version of you deserves more than you deserve now. That's why people stop believing in themselves. That is why people stop going forward. It's like you see the seasons changing. You see the time is moving. And yet you don't understand how it benefits you now in order to keep going on with it. So the question becomes, how can I do what my purpose is, or my dreams, or the goals that I have, if I constantly have to wait and wait and wait? People say enjoy the journey. People say, learn as much as you can. Excuse me. But the thing is, learning doesn't feel like a benefit of enjoyment when it hurts. They become healing. That's just like sitting in a hospital and fixing yourself up. And the thing is, when you get out, you like, dang, if somebody do something again, I'm going to have to go back to the hospital. Or I'm going to have to stop and do this. I'm going to have to go to rehab. I'm going to have to do. Where's the enjoyment? Maybe the enjoyment is in the presence of just being present in everything. But the question is, what are you allowing your presence to be in the place of happiness, peace, chaos, adversary, love? And it's a structure of finding yourself in the journey. And then it starts to think and it starts to roll back around to, am I the seed that's been planted inside the earth to grow? And a seed never enjoys the growing process, but what comes from it enjoys and get to see and see people admire it for the beauty of what it became. Delayed gratification again. Do the seed enjoy the journey? Or do the seed enjoy producing the fruit? I'm processing this thought and these emotions as they come up as I really truly think about it all. Because I'm like, when in each story, each narrative allows you to be present now and enjoy your labor now. But the thing is, if you don't put that into perspective for yourself, you will never get it. Because each one of those is telling you the journey of it. But only one that I gave you really make you really see it now. The time when someone wants a promotion. Maybe I had a couple of other ones in there, but this one's the one that's sticking with me. When a person wants a promotion in life, they value their now more than ever because they understand the benefits of later. So, do you want a promotion in life? What all have you done thus far to be able to get it? And just understand the world will not be able to deny you unless you give it a chance by doubting yourself. And this is what I went through and the thought process of it all when I told myself that I was jealous of the future version of me. Crazy how the mind works, right? Oh my goodness. This drink, can't get enough. Y'all, it got like, I crushed up berries in it. It's so good. It's like a fruity, floral. It's not like perfuming, but it's like you can taste the tea in it, and also the mixture of the juice and the water and the fruit is really good. Something about that just made me think of something, but I'm trying to figure out how to put it into a perspective. What I created in this cup allow me to enjoy the fruits of my labor from when I created it, what, 20, 30 minutes ago? Maybe more than that, because I recorded this thing more than once. But the question is, did I enjoy the process of making it? In order for me to have not only peace then, but peace drinking it now and understanding the effort that I put into all of it. And the question is yes. When I was putting it together, I was thinking about how can I make it sweet? How can I make it fruity? How can I enjoy the process but it don't feel like a delayed gratification for me because I enjoy making it. I enjoy drinking it. I enjoy looking at it. But it's like, how can you enjoy the process of the labor in order to sit in the fullness of the benefits of it all? And understanding the presence of it and the reward I got for my time is to sit here and drink this drink in its fullness and be able to explain how I love it. But nobody really loves the journey of life because they find the hurt of the reward of time. But this was a really interesting conversation that I feel like has no true ending, but is full of meaning overall. And that's crazy because usually I come to a conclusion, but yet I cannot come to a conclusion besides understanding the present version of you enjoys everything that you are trying to give the future version of you. But the time is a reward. I want y'all to think about it. It's a perspective to shift your reality and something to really be thought about. Also, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my latest videos and my podcast. And also check out my Substacks I've been writing. And I hope you enjoyed this quick conversation. And as I'm really sitting with the conversation, it made me think of this. You determine how long you delay the gratification of enjoying it all. That is what I was trying to get to. So, there you go. And I will see you on the next one.